Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are diving into something, well, something you've probably never seen before. We're talking about a freelance profile that goes way beyond your typical logo design or article writing. It's more like a window into a whole philosophy, a worldview, with an ambition so massive it's honestly hard to wrap your head around.
You know, when you're scrolling through a freelance platform, you pretty much know what you're going to find, right? It's that same familiar list of skills. Web development, social media management, video editing. These are the concrete, measurable services that kind of make the digital world go round. They make sense. They're predictable. But what if you found something different? Hidden among all those normal listings, we stumbled upon a profile offering something else entirely. A service that doesn't just promise to, get a task done. No, this one promises to fundamentally change the client. And maybe, just maybe, the entire world.
And this right here, this is our entry point. A single, kind of cryptic sentence from a freelancer out of Zefta, Egypt. So Snasni, our task never end. I mean, that's not just a clever tagline, is it? It's a full-on statement of purpose. It's the kind of thing that tells you right away, we're definitely not in Kansas anymore.
So, who is the person behind this extraordinary offer? All right, let's take a closer look.
The freelancer's name is Mahmoud G. And his list of services, wow. It immediately just shatters every rule of the gig economy. It starts off predictably enough, personal coaching, psychology, but then it takes this wild turn into providing services for governments and improving the armies of entire countries. This isn't just a resume, it feels more like a mission statement.
So, you've got to be wondering, what kind of skills could possibly bridge that gap between personal life coaching and national military strategy? Well, this is where things get really, really interesting.
The services listed cover just this staggering spectrum. Okay, so it begins with familiar self-help stuff, building your personality, improving your relationships, getting your sleep schedule right. Then it kind of expands to coaching athletes and artists, and then it just makes this giant leap, improving armies and activating a mysterious technology called NAI, or natural intelligence. And the way the services are categorized is just fascinating. Mahmoud actually draws a line between a public relationship, which he defines as skills without miracles, and a private relationship, which involves skills with miracles, by Allah as prophets. So he's basically offering both a practical, almost secular service and a miraculous, spiritual one, side by side. But this is not just some random list of skills he's thrown together. It's all connected by this unique worldview, a philosophy that's really the foundation for everything he's offering. At the very heart of this philosophy is NAI, or natural intelligence. He describes it as a technology that can be activated between people to improve our core human abilities, thinking, feeling, imagination. So NAI is basically the engine that makes all of the other services possible. It's the secret sauce.
And right here, this is where we see the true scale of the mission. This is that task that never ends. The goal isn't just to help one person or one team. It is, and I'm quoting here, to program the minds of all peoples to live in peace without problems and diseases. I mean, the ambition is it's absolutely breathtaking.
So what does it cost to hire someone with a mission to reprogram the entire world? Well, the pricing structure is just as revealing as the list of services. The entry point is surprisingly normal, $20 an hour. So for a brief moment, this grand mission to reshape humanity is grounded in the simple economics of the freelance world. But that doesn't last long. The project packages tell a much, much different story. Improving your personality, that'll be $3,000. Increasing a football team's intelligence, $25 grand. That private relationship with miracles, $40,000. Military advice comes in at $50,000. And then there's the final package. $9 billion for lifelong support to improve Army skills. This single line item just catapults the profile out of the freelance world and into a category of its own, something that looks a lot more like a defense contract. It's a price that honestly finally seems to match the sheer scale of the ambition here. So what does all this mean? What does a digital artifact of pure, uncut ambition like this tell us about the world we're living in right now?
This single profile reveals so much. It shows that these digital platforms, they've become stages for every kind of human enterprise, from the most practical thing you could imagine to the most deeply philosophical. It proves that the very definition of a skill is expanding. It's getting broader. And it really shows how global connectivity can give a unique worldview from a small town in Egypt, a potential audience of billions.
Ultimately, the profile of Muhammad G just leaves us with this one mind-bending question. In a marketplace where you can hire someone to design a logo for $10 or improve your nation's army for $9 billion, how do we even begin to measure the value of a skill, or for that matter, the value of ambition itself?